Hey my dudes, I know it's been a minute since I've posted a long form video, and everything on the internet says that if you're going to try YouTube that you should, create videos in advance and have a set schedule, but look, it's great advice, but just not for a person with me, like with a brain like mine. And I just have to do it when I can, because if I try and schedule it out, then I just never do it. So we're doing it this way. Unfortunately, I have yet to be able to sit down to edit an art process video, but I do have a second sketchbook we can go through, so let's do that instead. Ta-da! Sketchbook number 2. It was inspired by the music video I Don't Love You from My Chemical Romance. If you haven't listened to it or watched it, I'd recommend, because it's really nice, it's cool, it's pretty. Opening up, we have our big old super awesome spread that I spent a lot of time on. I was very ambitious. This was from the Black Parade. You probably recognize it. If you don't, that's fine too. So we have May 19th, 2022 to January 26th, 2023. It seems like it's a long time. Around the middle of this, I ended up doing a Inktober. I think it was for the Draw or Die Club in a different sketchbook. So there's kind of a weird break in here. I probably peaked here, and that's okay. So we have some sketches for the next page, and then this was my zombie zebra project. Took a toy zebra and I turned it into a zombie. This was my blueprint or my idea. Actually, why don't I just go get that really quick? This is the zombie zebra. I am quite proud of this. I would like to make more zombie animals in the future. This was made for my daughter because she really likes zombies. And she picked a zebra because she found a zebra at the store. If I remember correctly, my goal for this sketchbook was to try and utilize full spreads. So try and stretch things out, across 2 pages, which is probably why I did this. I'm really, really happy with this mermaid. Best mermaid I've ever drawn. We have some bearded dragon sketches, and then a bearded dragon finished. A lot of these are going to be prompts from TikTok because, again, I found most of my footing via TikTok. Take that as you will. The prompt words for this were shark wing pony, so obviously went with a winged shark pony. So again, a lot. I think most of these are going to be requests. A kiwi, a ballerina mouse, leopard geckos, elephant. I was still trying to utilize those colored pens. This is how I feel most of the time, so that still stands. Here is my galaxy dragon. Probably spent way more time than necessary on this guy, but I'm still very proud of him. I think he's very cool. 2 ghosts in a fishbowl, pigeon, punk pigeon, jackalope, fennec fox. I feel like at this point, I don't know if you can see it, but I can kind of see it myself. I feel like I was getting a little bit bored, or I was getting a little bit tired of doing requests. I was having a harder time feeling inspired or creative. I think pretty soon you're going to start seeing that transition into me just drawing things that I felt like drawing again. I think, what is this, is it a gulper eel? Is that what? He's weird looking though, I like him. A snail on a Vespa. We have, I don't know, they're twins of some sort, I'm sure. I really like her. Yeah, this is definitely me deciding that I was going to start just drawing what I felt like drawing instead of doing so many requests. I've really burnt myself out doing that. I really like this snake because its patterns are skulls. Goat. I love goats. They are ridiculous. Good old Eddie, flying squirrel. This was one of those drawings that I think should have performed way better than it did. I really love my goatee T-Rex. A goatee Rex! Ah, man, missed opportunity. Well, it's a goatee Rex. That's what it is now. My Bigfoot character in the apocalypse. Whatever this swamp guy is. This was one of those ones that did better than I thought it deserved. I'm still not a fan of this, but it did well for whatever reason. I really like this guy. I feel like you can see a lot of that Junji Ito kind of influence there because he's my favorite manga artist. This was a disappointment for me. I think something, my marker was drying out, got streaky. I felt like it was a mistake to try and color it in, but it's all right. Here we have a rare spread of actual practice. 20 seconds for each gesture. Very difficult. I'm obviously not very skilled here. 40 seconds. They aren't much better than the 20-second ones, especially that guy. He's got broken legs. It's like a ghosty flower thing, ghost plant. Whatever these guys are. I feel like I gave a lot of them names, but because it happened in 2022 and I can't remember what happened yesterday, I don't remember anybody's name. This page had a lot of potential. I was working on the Galaxy Dragon. And before I decided that there was going to be, a galaxy in space behind him, I asked for opinions on what I should put, and I think somebody suggested to just put a bunch of dudes with mullets. And I was like, that's hilarious. I'm not going to do that on this one, but I might do it here. So I was going to do a whole spread of dudes with mullets. And I got this far in and I got bored. This was the small tutorial I did for skin, short fur, medium fur, and long fur. This was fun. I think it's probably the most successful tutorial I've done. I am not very good at teaching because I'm not very good at talking. This, whatever that is, I like it though. We have a forest spirit, and oh, look, I wrote it down. An okapi? Okapi? Yep, it's one of those. It's cool though. We have a sketchbook spread of cats. A lot of people are surprised to hear that I am actually a dog person, but I love drawing cats. And I still like cats. It's not that I dislike cats, it's just that if I had to choose between having a cat and having a dog, I'm gonna choose a dog. I mostly just can't do the litter box thing. And look, honestly, I've had a lot of tragic situations with my cats, okay? I've never had a cat just last till old age. It's always something traumatic. Just horrible, horrible things, okay? So no more cats. Here's another sketchbook spread. I think this was I used a generator, a random animal generator, and I just drew what popped up. We have more sketches of cats. This was for my dog's birthday. She turned 10, and I love her very much. Lightning bug, Cyclops thing, shared page with my kiddo. A griffin. Ah, gosh, I want to draw more mythical stuff. Chimera. Kelpie. I want to draw more mythical creatures. They are so fun. So Cobra, I want to say this guy's name might be Lenny. This one was, he was a character, he was my interpretation of a character or a creature in mythology. Ooh, like an ancient mythology. I cannot remember. I think he had something to do with like nightmares, I think. Sorry buddy, can't remember you. I really like this one. It's sad but pretty. Punk Raccoon. This was a redraw I did of one of my monsters from a long time ago. Funny enough, almost everyone preferred the original drawing, and I preferred this one because everyone preferred the other one because I had drawn more detail in the eyes before, whereas on this one I left my eyes blank because I prefer it that way. But it's a great example of how art isn't just going to please everybody. I like this one better. Everyone else liked the other one better, and that's okay. That doesn't mean that this one's bad or the other one is bad. It's just preferences. We have a couple sketches of drawings. I think they might have been attached to a commission or an inspired. I don't know. This little sketch right here, this guy, means so much. My one and only video to ever get 1 million views was me redrawing my daughter's Cthulhu. Because she drew Cthulhu stuck in a hole, and I redrew him here, and it's been my favorite video that I ever made, and I'm really proud of it, and I love it a lot, and I'm really glad that my only video that reached 1 million views on TikTok is a video with my daughter, and that's awesome. An unrelated Beetle Juice. Cute little droopy ghosties from a house. This was a creature I drew based on based on anxiety. On how anxiety makes me feel, like how I feel like I need like an oxygen mask, you know, when it's hard to explain with words because I drew it here. Maybe you understand how it makes me feel here because words and it doesn't work. Anyway, moving on. We have a fabulous monster here. Wait, was this guy? No, was this Arnold? This guy's Arnold. This one is Arnold because of his little eyeball here reminds me of Arnold from Hey Arnold. I'm old, okay? Really liked this one. I liked the idea of a ghoul reading his books with his head in his hand. I like it. Another spirit planting some flowers. I was just playing with some color here for funsies, I guess. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do for the cover before I decided on this. And my first thought was Helena from the music video. But I just kind of decided that was too much detail for a sketchbook cover for me personally. But that's a really nice sketch. I should revisit that. This was a drawing I did to remind people before the Inktober or October challenges, to remind people that if you can't do it every day, it's okay. It's a great goal and it's a great challenge, but if it doesn't happen, it's okay. Don't stress about it, it's supposed to be fun. I don't take my own advice though. More just wild, weird creatures here. This was drawn in a time in which I was feeling very stressed out. She's like my chicken lady here. Scribble page for the kiddo. Hyena practices, I think. Nice. I think this is Ralph. I think his name is Ralph. These are attached to, I guess December of 2022, I had done a challenge, not challenge, but like I drew a new monster on a page every day of December. And I think that these are little sketches to test that out. This was a rare fan art redraw of Comm from Gurren Lagann. You are familiar, and congratulations. But he is probably one of my most favorite anime characters of all time. I love him very much. Gurren Lagann destroyed me, and I would do it again. I redrew my daughter's Enderman drawing from Minecraft. It was Thanksgiving, so here's a turkey. These are practices for the page I was talking about for December. Again, more practices. Didn't want to mess up the page too quick. More practice. This was one of those ones where everyone was like, I want stickers, and then I made the stickers, and then everyone was like, what? We don't want those stickers. So they were those were given to a lot of people for free. This was drawn on, I think, a TikTok live, because I was like, maybe I'm gonna try to do that, and then I got really nervous, and I haven't done it again since. But I want to. So we have a Skinny Bones Bill, and then I was just kind of sketching out a dude with a lot of pockets. So those were both done on live. I would like to get more into streaming because I kind of want to hang out with you guys in that way. But I don't know if I should do that through Twitch or YouTube, or Facebook is where I have the biggest following. I don't know, but I don't really want to go live on Facebook. That feels weird to me. I don't know. What do you guys think? If I start streaming, like, where should I do that? We have, oh, look, I started writing the names. It's Carl. Hello, Carl. We have a Pegasus, some mushroom ghosty sketches. This is a fun page. I don't know what reason I had for, you know, puking color all over it, but that's nice. That's cool. And then we just have the practice sketches for the cover. I really like how this looked. I don't know why, but her dress looks nice. And then boom, that's it. That's a pretty easy one. If you made it to the end of the video, as per usual, I thank you very, very much. I'm going to do my best to have some art process videos actually edited and posted, so that way it's not just sketchbook tours. However, I do have 2 more sketchbooks that I can share with you in case I don't get to do that. Kind of to touch back on what I talked about in the beginning of the video, I know a lot of advice is that you should have everything pre-planned and you should have a backlog of videos before you post, but it's great advice, but it's not advice that's going to work for everyone, right? Because I'm a firm believer in, if you have a dream, if you want to do something, the best way to get good at it is to just start. I'm somebody that I have to learn things the hard way. I have to do things poorly before I can figure out how to do them well. And that's okay. I'm just one of those people that has to learn the hard way, and if you are too, I want you to know that it's okay. We don't have to do everything organized and scheduled and perfect to just try it. Okay, I'll get off my soapbox, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you for being here, and later, Tater.